the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, the town of Orono has created a committee seeking to include more diverse voices to represent the community.
Plus, we'll hear details about the New Hampshire yacht fire that occurred Saturday from one of the lobstermen who came to the rescue.
And our top story this morning, we'll check in with the construction progress at the Waterfront Concert Site in Bangor. This and more right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. Happy summer. We've officially hit it as of 5-something this morning. So summer's officially here. And although we've been seeing those colder temperatures recently, it seems like we're going to get a good day.
Yeah, it's going to warm up.
Let's throw things over to Conrad Sapinski. He's in with the latest forecast.
Thank you so much. So let's talk a little bit about that weather outside right now. Barely any cloud cover. Most of us has seen a good amount of fog this morning, some frost to the north, but a little bit of clouds, but more will be starting to roll in, especially Wednesday and into Thursday, where yes, more chances of rain are possible. Our futurecast does show those thicker clouds starting to roll in, and then a couple on and off showers by the morning hours on Thursday, and pretty much lasting for most of the day throughout on Thursday. But check out these temperatures, folks. Really, really chilly. Once again, I know it's almost July. Feels like we're backtracking into April with a lot of the 40s out there and even some 30s in the northern part of the state where they do have a frost advisory out there, so be careful. But check out these temperatures for today. Really rebounding out there into the low to mid 70s. I know it was a cool start to the morning, but later on today, we will really warm up out there with mostly sunny skies. And then tonight, once again, back into the 40s with mostly clear skies and areas of fog, especially by the morning hours, will be possible. And then we really rebound once again into the upper 60s and 70s out there for partly cloudy skies tomorrow. But today, we will have a lot of sunshine and temperatures really rising into the mid-70s. Joe and Emma?
Conrad, thank you.
First up this morning, Maine State Police are investigating a hit-and-run incident that killed a woman from South Portland.
Spokesperson Shannon Moss says 35-year-old Nicole McKemmy died in the incident that occurred sometime between Saturday night and early Sunday morning near the Schoodic Education and Research Center in Winter Harbor. Moss says the state police believe this is an isolated incident and there is no ongoing threat to the public. The state police are asking for the public's help in locating a vehicle that may have been involved. It's described as a 2016 black BMW X3 SUV. It has a Maine license plate with the number 5614WM and is registered to 35-year-old Raymond Lester of South Portland. Moss says the vehicle may have front end or undercarriage damage. If you see the vehicle, do not approach it. Anyone with information is asked to call the Maine State Police at 973-3700. You can see that information right on your screen.
One person died in a fire at a home in Calais Sunday. According to the Maine State Police, the fire marshal's office responded to the home at 118 Union Street. The deceased is believed to be the homeowner, 61-year-old Ellen Gibson, who lived alone at the residency. An autopsy is scheduled for today, and the investigation remains ongoing.
Authorities are investigating the discovery of two bodies found in Auburn Sunday morning. According to the Maine State Police, detectives from their Major Crimes Unit responded to 4th Street in Auburn to assist the local police department following a report of 2 deaths. In a release, the state police emphasized this is an ongoing investigation and said they will provide more information once the victim's next of kin has been notified. They also stated there is no active threat to the public.
A West Baldwin man drowned in Azistacosis Lake in Lincoln Plantation yesterday at about 11:30 a.m. 54-year-old Michael Shields was attempting to swim to shore after he attached his boat to the mooring in front of his camp on the Alec Flats Road. Flats Road. His wife and father-in-law both saw him go under about 50 yards from shore, and with no cell phone coverage in the area, they had to drive 17 miles down a dirt road to call for help. The body was recovered near the shore at about 6:30 p.m. and was transported to the Wiles Funeral Home.
The Lincoln Police Department has received new protective equipment thanks to generous community members. As Sierra Jordan reports, the community donated over $31,000 for their local heroes.
These standard old vests only protect police officers from handgun fire, but these new vests, just like the one I'm wearing, are made to stop a rifle bullet. And the best part is you can wear it for the entire shift.
I sleep better at night knowing that they've got that protection.
Chief J.D. Sparks was previously a sheriff's deputy in Fort Worth, Texas. After moving to Lincoln, Maine in March, he realized his officers needed better protection.
Rifle usage is becoming more common when it comes to assaults on officers. One of my first goals whenever I came here was to upgrade the equipment, get them the best safety equipment possible.
Shield 616 is a nationwide nonprofit organization providing rifle protection and gear for police officers and first responders. The gear includes a helmet, a vest equipped with rifle-rated armor, and ballistic plates. With the help of Shield 616, the 8-member police squad will now be protected from all kinds of gunfire.
Well, I found it to be very comfortable. The vest I had before was a hand-me-down, and this was actually measured to fit.
It's not that bad once you actually get it on. When you're holding it in your hands, it feels a bit heavier, but once you actually have it on your shoulders and everything, it's not bad.
Chief Sparks says the cost of the equipment totaled $31,800. Purchasing the new equipment would have been tough for the city to budget for. However, the Lincoln community was able to make it happen.
I know that they have to be, protected while they're doing their job. We support them in all our policemen here. In
Lincoln, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The Community Connector Service wants input from the public for its proposed bus stop destination project beginning later this year. As part of the project, bus service will change from flag stops to fixed stops. Those stops were selected based on popularity, infrastructure, and other factors. The goal of this switch is to improve the efficiency and reliability of its service for riders and the features it can offer. A public meeting will be held at Bangor City Hall on June 29th at 5 p.m., where citizens can come in person or participate virtually. The company is also currently taking comments until July 20th. You can either call 207-974-3111 or send an email. We have all that information on our website, foxbangor.com.
A community is heartbroken as they mourn the loss of 40-year-old Truck Huyn. He drowned Saturday afternoon while fishing in the east outlet of the Kennebec River Saturday. Huyn and a friend were on a raft, which wardens say overturned, throwing both men into the water. Huyn's friend, who was wearing a life jacket, made it to shore. Huyn was not wearing a life jacket and did not resurface. Searchers found Huyn's body about 20 minutes later. Megan Wilgos has more after speaking to those who knew Huyn about how they would like him to be remembered.
He was the epitome of what a true Mainer is.
Friends and family of 40-year-old Truck Huyn described him as selfless. To him, it was all about helping his family and his community to helping complete strangers.
He used to always have a shovel in the back of his truck in case somebody got stuck in the snow, and he had touched everyone's life if you met him for 1 second. My neighbor who met him for 5 seconds was like, texted me, I hope you're okay. I heard what happened. Right?
Patrick Caston knew Truck for 10 years. On Sunday morning, he received the call Truck drowned while fishing in Kennebec River.
I have a calendar invite to connect with him Friday morning that I haven't I don't have my heart to quite delete yet.
On his birthday, Caston says Truck's gift to himself was giving to others, asking his friends to come volunteer with him at Preble Street in Portland.
He would either help set out meals, or in my case, I would man the dishwasher because they said I was the best dishwasher they had.
Those who met Truck a handful of times were impacted by his presence.
He was old school. He was like a prior generation living now. Someone who brought humanity to a time that too often screens, particularly during COVID, has brought folks apart. He was glue that was bringing people back together constantly.
Even after his death, his presence carries on through others, inspired by his leadership.
I now need to live more purposefully and make sure that my arms are always open to thinking about all different backgrounds and all different walks of life.
The time is now 6:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a refurbished train car in Thorndike is being turned into a shopper's destination.
But first, here's a quick look at our forecast. Temperatures warming up to a high of 74 degrees today. Mostly sunny skies. Shouldn't be a cloud in sight. Now tonight, it'll be clear throughout the night. There could be some fog developing in the early morning hours. Temperatures drop down to a low 47. And tomorrow, we're back up in the high 60s with partially cloudy skies.
He was a shooting star, but why does Elvis still matter to so many?
Oh man, raw sexuality.
Superstar. Elvis is a staple.
Tonight.
It's a movie that Elvis would have always wanted to do.
Exclusively Elvis on ABC.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Welcome to the Purple Baboon, a local gem on the Belfast waterfront. Find lots of little joys for every taste, like fun clothing for the whole family and a lovely selection of coastal Maine-made jewelry. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices. 31 Front Street, Belfast.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn in the bedroom?
Granny panties, Steve.
Don't miss Family Feud. Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
You sent a text message saying to her her fat husband couldn't satisfy her.
You don't deal with her.
I'm dealing with you.
If you have to
stop talking. If you can demonstrate that sort of disrespect to me, God knows what you were doing to these people.
Hot Match. Tuesday at 3 on ABC 7.
The town of Orono is looking to create a diversity, equity, and inclusion committee to include more voices from the community they serve. Town council members say creating a diversity committee will hopefully bring a group of people who may otherwise feel unheard by their council to feel comfortable and bring ideas or any issues to the table. A council member says the committee will help the community feel better represented.
There is a DEI committee that includes a representative who is a member at the Islamic Center. And then if there's someone else who identifies as a Muslim, they might have a person they already know and can relate to, who they might feel more comfortable.
Now, right now, the committee is still in the works, and they said there is no set deadline on when it should be created.
As gas prices continue to rise, both independent truck drivers and larger trucking company owners have made tough decisions before accepting delivery jobs. AJ Douglas spoke to locals in the trucking industry to learn what barriers they're facing on and off the road.
Fewer truck drivers are coming through the local Dysars to gas up after diesel prices doubled, then tripled.
Not as much profit, not as much people, just not as much business.
We spoke with drivers who say that the truck driving industry has always been difficult for independent drivers, but now with repeated spikes in fuel costs, many business owners have had to close their doors. President of H.O. Bouchard, Inc. says inflation prices have made many companies reluctant to accept jobs.
You're seeing a lot of local contractors hold off doing certain jobs because of the price of fuel. And if there's a job they wanted to try to squeeze in this year, but they're short on people, they're not able to do that.
Bouchard knows that he has had to make drastic changes to accommodate record-high diesel prices. He says the company has had to raise customer rates, along with changing fuel procedures.
Restricted some of the locations where our drivers can get fuel because of pricing. Bring idling down to a minimum. Don't have the truck running unless it's absolutely necessary.
Bouchard says fuel costs could potentially cause delays for consumers to get everyday goods.
We deal with weekly here at our company supply chain issues. The American people rely on trucking to bring them groceries or toilet paper or whatever it may be, water. To think that trucks could be down for that amount of time.
Both say they doubt gas prices could get any higher than they are right now. In Hamden, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Time is just about 6:15. After the break, new details on the 70-foot yacht that burst into flames over the weekend. We'll hear from the survivors after the break.
Plus, the January 6th committee hearing is set to resume today in Washington. We'll hear the latest buzz surrounding President Trump.
Rennie's, a main adventure.
We are ready for the outdoors at Rennie's. We got lots of bug stuff, we got coolers, we got life jackets.
And we got lots and lots of fans.
I don't know, people like us.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Take your waterfront experience to the next level and enjoy life on the water to the fullest with a Shoremaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company.
The Brewer Transfer Station is privately owned, conveniently located at 198 Dirigo Drive in Brewer, and is now reopened to the public. We accept metals, appliances, tires, furniture, and more from all surrounding towns. So bring your pickup truck, truck and trailer, or dump truck and come see us. We provide roll-off containers on a temporary or permanent basis with the best service around. We also have all your landscape products from mulch, loam, gravel, sand, and stone. We have it all, and we deliver any size volume. We are veteran-owned. Call 989-4000. On the road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from the Whoopie Pie Festival in Dover Foxcroft, is sponsored by McCusick Petroleum is a full-service oil and LP gas dealer. They offer service agreements and budget plans. Call 564-3406. Dave's World, Maine's leader in heat pumps. Ductless heat pumps are cost-efficient to heat and cool your home. Dave's World, awesome. And Center Theater, come for the Whoopie Pie, stay for the music. Maze Me Gypsy Jazz Band Extraordinaire at the Center Theater, 7 p.m., June 25th.
Find half-off deals today and save money by going to foxbangor.com.
Well, gas prices have dropped 1 cent a gallon in the past week. According to Gas Buddy's survey of more than 1,200 stations in Maine, the average price is now $5.06 a gallon. That's almost 34 cents a gallon higher than a month ago and $2.02 a gallon more than a year ago. It's the first time in 9 weeks the gasoline prices have fallen. Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, says he is hopeful the trend may continue this week.
3 people and 2 dogs abandoned ship at the mouth of Portsmouth Harbor Saturday after their 70-foot yacht burst into flames. 3 local boaters came to their rescue. Brad Rogers spoke to one of those rescuers today.
So this is my mighty vessel.
This is the small boat part-time lobsterman Tom Hadley was in when he looked behind him and saw smoke coming from a yacht.
And I thought, oh, they're having engine trouble. I'll go back and I'll stand by in case they need some assistance. And as I headed back, the smoke got thicker, and as I approached the vessel, it literally burst into flames.
Hadley was afraid to get too close in case the burning boat exploded. His boat was also full of lobster traps.
So I yelled to them to get in the water. They had pool noodles, of all things, to hold on to, and there were 2 dogs involved also.
The Marine Patrol says Arthur and Diane Watson from Connecticut, pictured here, were on board with their dogs and a young man from Florida.
I was a little concerned that they might panic and try to climb in the boat and overturn me, but they didn't.
Hadley says he pulled Diane Watson onto his boat first, then the dogs, then Jared Tubbs from Jupiter, Florida.
I had traps on board here. I had traps here, but that I dumped over the side. Put the woman up in front. Put the young man back here, the dogs were running back and forth, and the older gentleman was hanging on right here.
With the water temperature in the mid-50s, Hadley says the ship's captain, 67-year-old Arthur Kit Watson, was starting to struggle in the water.
I still had this older gentleman, a fairly large person, in the water. There was no way I was going to be able to haul him over the gunwale. Fortunately, standing by was a couple guys in another boat.
As the yacht continued to burn, he says the 2 young men pulled Mr. Watson out of the water and into their boat. After dropping all of them off at the dock, all 3 were checked out at a local hospital. Hadley says none of the 3 had life jackets, just the pool noodles.
Wherever you can determine on your boat where you're going to abandon ship from, the life jackets should be nearby to that.
The burning yacht ended up drifting into the current of the Piscataqua River and ended up sinking off the coast of Kittery.
The time is now 6:19, and let's get a full look at our forecast with meteorologist Conrad Sapinski. He's in with the latest.
Good morning, Conrad.
Thank you so much, Joe and Emma. So lots of clear weather out there, folks. Barely any rain out here in Maine, but check out just to the west of us, closer to Canada. Lots of rain that will be moving on into upper state of New York. But here in Maine, luckily just a few passing clouds. But we are not in the clear for long because more chances of rain. We'll be back Wednesday night and then once again into Thursday as our futurecast does show thicker clouds starting to roll in by Wednesday and then really getting thick by Wednesday night into Thursday with some on and off showers. Nothing heavy at that, but still something to talk about. But temperatures, yes, cooler temperatures are coming up right now. 42 here in Bangor, so it is almost July, but really feels like April out there with some 30s and 40s in the northern part of the state where there is a frost advisory. Here in Bangor, still really chilly out there, so bring a sweater or even a coat out there. I know, a coat with the morning low temperatures, but the last couple of days been really on the cooler end with some 60s, 70s, and even a 50-degree day out there 2 days ago. Yesterday, we had a high temperature of 69 degrees. Today, we will really warm up out there into the mid-70s with lots and lots of sunshine out there. But look what happens Wednesday and Thursday. We really cool down back around 70 degrees, and then Friday, Saturday into Sunday, perfect timing. Those 80s are back in the forecast, so nice tanning above average temperatures will be back. But with those warmer temperatures comes some muggy humidity out there. The dew points will really be up there, making it feel pretty humid out there with those really warm temperatures. But at least today, low humidity and really nice temperatures in the mid-70s with mostly sunny skies. Tonight, once again, another cooler night out there, cooler morning for tomorrow, as we'll pretty much be in the mid-40s out there with mostly clear skies, and areas of fog will be possible once again before we really rebound in temperatures and hover around 70 degrees by tomorrow. But our 5-day outlook does show warm temperatures sticking around and even nicer weather back in the forecast by the weekend.
Are you eligible for Medicare? Joe Montana is, and he enrolled in a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan. He knows about coverage, and WellCare provides the extra benefits he wants.
Hi, I'm Joe Montana. When you get to be 65, you have little patience for nonsense and inefficiency. That's why when I qualified for Medicare, I went with WellCare.
Take it from Joe. As a WellCare member, you get a $0 or low monthly plan premium on your medical coverage and prescription drugs with $0 generics. And that's not all.
Plus, a flex card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, an over-the-counter allowance, and even give-back plans that put money back into your Social Security check every month.
Call us at 1-866-636-7403. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide with everything you need to know about Medicare and tell you how to get a $0 or low monthly plan premium on your medical coverage, prescription drug coverage with $0 generics, dental, vision, and hearing coverage, a WellCare Flex card, money for over-the-counter items, and up to $840 back in your Social Security check every year. WellCare is committed to providing our members great Medicare coverage that includes extra health care benefits. If you want to learn more about WellCare, call 1-866-636-7403. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide with everything you need to know. Or visit our website, enrollwellcare.com. That's 1-866-636-7403. Or enrollwellcare.com to enroll today. WellCare, it's Medicare done well.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Now on to your national spotlight. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol will resume its public hearings today. ABC's Faith Abube is in Washington with the latest.
Today, a new chapter in the January 6th committee's effort to show that former President Donald Trump knowingly pushed election fraud lies that ultimately led to this violent attack on the U.S. Capitol. Committee members say today's hearing will detail evidence of the elaborate scheme to push state officials to reject the 2020 presidential election results and instead create fake pro-Trump electors to illegally hand Trump a second term.
I certainly think the president is guilty of knowing what he did, seditious conspiracy.
Representative Adam Schiff set to lead today's hearing, telling CNN the Trump campaign scheme unsuccessfully depended on hopes that state legislatures would approve the big lie. When they didn't, Trump turned to pressuring state officials.
Yes, we'll show evidence of the president's involvement in this scheme.
Republican Arizona House Speaker Rusty Bowers and 2 Georgia election officials, including Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, set to testify.
Of course, he was the Secretary of State of Georgia that Donald Trump famously called on January 2nd, saying, go out and find me 11,780 votes. Just happened to be precisely the number of votes that he would have needed to have won Georgia.
All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Today, the committee also expected to spotlight the, quote, heroes in the story who remained true to their oaths, like former Georgia election worker Shay Moss. Moss writing in her opening statement that she's been harassed and threatened, all because Trump and his allies, quote, refused to accept the outcome of the election. The people responsible for the lies need to be held accountable. In a new interview with Fox News, former Vice President Mike Pence called January 6 a tragic day while blasting Democrats for the hearing. He revealed he and former President Trump parted very amicably and have kind of gone their separate ways over the last year.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, the 19th month project at the Bangor waterfront will pause Thursday night as the concert season officially kicks off for the summer. More details coming up.
Plus, there's a new bookshop on the railroad tracks in Thorndike. We'll hear from the creator on the reason his dream of opening a bookstore. This and more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
The 201 horsepower turbocharged Kia Forte GT. Finally, a reason to wear those aviator sunglasses you've had in the glove compartment all this time. Get 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2022 Forte.
At CF Moto, we make motorcycles for everyone. The pack leader, the adrenaline junkie, the adventure seeker, the soul searcher, the go-getter, and the head turner. We believe anyone can ride. Join us and experience more together.
At Coveside Wheel and Ski in Newport.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Tuesday, June 21st of 2022. Welcome to summer. It began at 5:14 this morning, and today is the longest day of the year. The forecast coming up in a moment. That's tough. That just makes me think I'm not going to get any sleep tonight whatsoever. It's going to be light out till, probably 8:30.
Okay, glass house full.
Glass house. All right, fine. Longest day of the year. It's good day. It means
it's
everyone.
Be warm.
Yeah, that's true.
Get outside.
That's true. I'm just thinking of sleep. Maybe it's because I got none last night. So.
Right. Well, then you'll probably sleep better tonight. And since it's the longest day of the year, you can go get some sun, exhaust yourself, and then you'll be
get tan. Maybe shave my beard too, and actually get this part of my face a little tan.
It's the longest day of summer. Who knows? Anything's possible. Actor Chris Pratt is 43 today, and England's Prince William, the Duke of Cambridge and heir to the British crown, is 40 today. And along with the summer solstice, today is Daylight Appreciation Day.
Appreciate the daylight.
And National Selfie Day.
National Selfie Day. All right, everybody get in here. You ready? There we go. We're up and ready to go. National Selfie Day. Get outside.
I don't know how I feel about
appreciate
that.
the daylight. Let's appreciate the daylight. We got everybody. We got everyone. We're good to go.
Maybe they didn't want to be a part of the selfie.
That's okay. That's okay. We have this blurring feature that blurs out faces and everything. So we'll make sure to put all that in there.
Good.
But appreciate Daylight Appreciation Day.
Yes.
I feel like that's one of those things that comes in with summer that we just we all enjoy the summer, the longer days, the nice nights and everything. But all of a sudden, it's like dropping to 43 degrees overnight, and I just don't know how to deal with it.
The frost warning? What was that about?
I know,
yeah.
right? All the way. Frost warning in June, but this is Maine.
I
we do
people's
get
gardens are okay.
like that. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
We're finally starting to see the green out there and all the flowers bloom and everything. So,
I don't know. Appreciation Day makes more sense for Maine. Like when I've gone to Florida, I've been like, it's nice all the time, and I just want to stay inside for one day out of this week.
Yeah, have like one of those days
outside.
you just sit there. Yeah, no pressure to go outside, but there is pressure today because it looks like it's going to be beautiful. We are expecting to see some rain later on this week, so let's throw things over to Conrad Sapinski. He's in with another look at our forecast.
Good morning, Conrad.
Thank you so much. So let's talk a little bit about that weather outside right now. Barely any cloud cover. Most of us has seen a good amount of fog this morning, some frost to the north, but a little bit of clouds, but more will be starting to roll in, especially Wednesday and into Thursday, where yes, more chances of rain are possible. Our futurecast does show those thicker clouds starting to roll in, and then a couple on and off showers by the morning hours on Thursday, and pretty much lasting for most of the day throughout on Thursday. But check out these temperatures, folks. Really, really chilly. Once again, I know it's almost July. Feels like we're backtracking into April with a lot of the 40s out there and even some 30s in the northern part of the state where they do have a frost advisory out there, so be careful. But check out these temperatures for today. Really rebounding out there into the low to mid 70s. I know it was a cool start to the morning, but later on today, we will really warm up out there with mostly sunny skies. And then tonight, once again, back into the 40s with mostly clear skies and areas of fog, especially by the morning hours, will be possible. And then we really rebound once again into the upper 60s and 70s out there for partly cloudy skies tomorrow. But today, we will have a lot of sunshine and temperatures really rising into the mid-70s. Joe and Emma?
Thank you, Conrad. Back to some local news. Maine is producing more oysters than ever before. The increase is due to a growing number of shellfish farms that have been launched off of Maine's coast in recent years. The state's haul of oysters grew more than 50% last year to more than 6 million pounds.
Maine's growing oyster business has made the state a bigger player in the national industry that grows the valuable shellfish. The growth has also raised questions from members of other marine industries about whether the oyster business is growing too fast. Waterfront Concerts continues to prepare for the first show of the year at Maine Savings Amphitheater. However, some Bangor residents question whether construction will be complete in time for Thursday night's performance. Concerts are back at the venue for a full season for the first time since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. Waterfront Concert spokesperson Alex Gray says construction for the 19-month project will pause Thursday night.
Gray says concertgoers can expect improvements to the venue when the project is complete, like expanded restrooms, upgraded seats, and concession stands. He assures those who have already purchased tickets the work inside the venue is in its final stages.
The goal was really to get the heart of the venue complete and then put ourselves in a position to continue to work throughout the season. It was either that or take a season off. And the business leaders in Bangor, the business owners in Bangor were very steadfast that that wasn't going to be ideal for them. So here we are.
Those interested in attending waterfront concerts in Bangor this season can log on to waterfrontconcerts.com to view the upcoming shows. It'll be good to see. They've been working on this for a while. It'll be good to see the final product come through. I was driving by it the other day, and it seems like every week I go by, it's becoming more and more complete. We're almost there. It looks good, though.
I know. Gearing up to gear down, it seems.
Gearing up to gear down. That's going to be the theme of the day.
Yep.
A refurbished train car in Thorndike is turning into a must-see destination for book lovers.
That's because the owners have turned the previously unused boxcar into a small bookshop called Boxcar Books.
Jody Hersey takes us there.
I always dreamed of having a bookstore.
Link Haryoung's dream came true when he purchased this stationary boxcar from his neighbor in 2019 in the small town of Thorndike and turned it into Boxcar Books.
My goal has been to create the kind of space that I would have fallen in love with when I was traveling.
This bookshop on rails is a magical find for book lovers and train enthusiasts alike.
We're in an old Swedish boxcar, only about 50 feet long, so it has to be a highly curated selection of books. You know, I can't have everything.
Customers will find a small children's corner at one end of the shop, while each side of the former train car is filled floor to ceiling with an array of fiction, sci-fi, mythology, history, and nature books, as well as a few titles for those who enjoy DIY projects. Haryoung says most books inside Boxcar Books are used, although he does purchase a few new titles from time to time.
The best part of it is knowing when I have connected someone with a book that I think they'll have for the rest of their life, and it's going to be like a memory for them of where it came from.
All thanks to a hardcover or paperback souvenir from a used boxcar with a brand new purpose. In Thorndike, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, the Maine Association of Football is once again in need of referees for the upcoming season. Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz join us next.
But first, here's another look at that forecast. The first day of summer looks beautiful. High of 74 degrees, mostly sunny skies out there. Tonight, clear, but the fog should be moving in the morning. Temperatures dropping down to a low of 47 overnight. And tomorrow, we're back up in the high 60s with partially cloudy skies and a little bit of sunshine.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Boderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit, any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Ready for a little GMA-ish promo? Okay, here we go. GMA 7A every day with Robin, George, and Michael. That's how you start the day. Boom!
Good morning, everyone. While softball and baseball state champions were being crowned, several Maine track runners spent the weekend at the New Balance Outdoor Nationals, including Orono's Ruth White. Now, White shipped down to Philadelphia to compete at Nationals held at University of Pennsylvania, and as the only Red Riot in attendance, she more than held her own. In the 3,200-meter race, White won her heat with a time of 10 minutes and 40 seconds, and had she done that in the state, it would have been a record.
There's a lot of other really good runners out there, and I think we're in a small state, and it's easy to see the other times and know how we stack up, but it's different to actually be in the same race as them. So I thought it was fun to be in a packed race with a bunch of other kids and learn how to navigate that.
Level of competition was one of the biggest takeaways from the weekend for her, and she's already one of the best runners in the state. And while helping Orono win is always a priority, measuring herself beyond just Maine has certainly become a motivator.
I see the times and I know that nationally I'm not highly ranked, but it's a big eye-opener to actually be there. So I think just continuing to focus and work hard, knowing that there's a lot of kids out there I can try and chase their time.
I mean, that's a great mindset to have, right? Congratulations to White and the rest of the Maine runners who participated down in Philadelphia this past weekend. So the spring season is in the books, a couple weeks to catch your breath. Then it'll be on to football and the rest of the fall sports before you know it. And if you're looking to get involved, now might be your chance. The Maine Association of Football Officials Bangor chapter is once again in need of referees for the upcoming season. The certification course is free to anyone interested and consists of 10 classes held at the Cohen School in Bangor beginning on August 11th.
It's 5 classes in the classroom and 5 classes on the field, so hands-on. I focus strongly on the actual job of officiating, knowing your zones, knowing how to work with your teammates, your other officials on the field, how to communicate with them.
Those who pass the test this fall will be eligible to ref games after week 6 of the high school season, likely starting at the youth level. Now, ref shortages aren't new to this year, but Campbell said this season he wants to focus on the positives that come with the job.
Game doesn't go by, doesn't matter the sport. I do multiple sports where somebody doesn't, as I'm going off the field, thank me for it and appreciate, hey, great job. Getting into the parking lot, I hear the positive comments. And to be honest with you, I'm hearing that more and more.
That's good to hear. Sometimes refs go underappreciated, so it's good to see that people are reaching out and giving them a little bit of praise because certainly they deserve it. We'll have more information on foxbangor.com as to how you can sign up for those classes. For now, let's turn to some golf. The U.S. Open finished up on Sunday, but up in Maine, the second annual Live and Work in Maine Open begins this Thursday at Falmouth Country Club. Florida State University star and Camden native Cole Anderson is back in Maine and ready to tee it up. Cole, along with Topsom's Caleb Manuel, have been granted sponsor exemptions and are excited to join the field of 156 on Thursday. And we asked Cole earlier about the challenges that Falmouth brings and about competing against some of the world's top golfers.
Anytime you get to go against tougher competition, it's a great opportunity to not only compete, but to, learn from some of these guys. There are guys here that have been on the PGA Tour and, know what that takes, and there are guys here that are, trying to get there now. So just a great opportunity all around for me.
And we'll have more coverage of that event starting on Thursday. Now, from one Maine prospect to another, Nokomis's Cooper Flagg continues his quest to represent his country on the court. Flagg was named one of 18 finalists for Team USA's U17 national team roster after competing out in Colorado Springs for the past few days. He was among just 2 other class of 2025 players named finalists for Team USA. And out of the 18 total finalists, just 12 will compete in the 2022 FIBA U17 World Cup in Spain starting in early July. So best of luck to Cooper there as he continues to look for that spot, and hopefully he will be playing overseas in just a matter of weeks. Now finally, let's close things out down at Fenway. Maybe you're just starting to pay attention now that Celtics are over. If so, that's okay. You're not a bandwagoner, I promise, but I will say, It is pretty good timing on your end. Sox looking to move 6 games above 500. Maybe you've been there from the beginning. Taking on the Tigers here, tied at 1. Jarren Duran sends it to deep right field. That's a ground rule double, so he's in scoring position. And that starts off a rally. The youngster gets on base, and it's Rafi Devers who does a job of his own. Scoops one to basically the same spot in right. That one does not go over the fence, but it does allow Duran to score from second. Sox go up 2-1. Then in the 4th, Christian Vasquez with the sharp liner to left. Sacrifice fly makes it a 3-1 game, and that was enough. Josh Winkowski gets the win. Tanner Houck the save. The Sox take it 5-2, the final. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Find meaningful work in behavioral health care.
As a younger person, I find that the most rewarding part of my job is the emotional gratification in seeing my clients succeed.
Learn more about compassionate careers at caringforme.org.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Find meaningful work in direct care, no matter where you are in life.
The difference that you make in somebody else's life is absolutely incredible.
Visit caringforme.org to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
Welcome back with Tuesday's Business News. Here's Leo Jonathan.
President Biden promising a decision soon on a holiday for federal gas tax. Experts say that would save about 18 cents a gallon. The national average is currently over $5 a gallon for regular. There's money for infrastructure projects across the country. Taxpayers are now on the hook for a $1 trillion package from Congress, but there aren't enough workers, and the Wall Street Journal says the shortage is driving up costs even further and forcing longer schedules. JetBlue is making another bid to buy Spirit Airlines. JetBlue now offering more than $3.6 billion. Spirit and Frontier had already agreed to a merger worth about $3 billion. And AAA is expecting a record 42 million people on the move for the 4th of July weekend. If that happens, that would beat the high set in 2019. I'm Leo Jonathan with Tuesday's Business on ABC 7.
The summer tourism season in Maine is off to a tough start for some businesses with staffing shortages again. As Mal Meyer explains, it means cutting back on hours or working long days just to keep up with demand.
Or I can give you 4 gummy worms.
It's a big problem for a small business owner.
I definitely need more people. I just can't find anyone to work with me now.
All Vivian Riven needs is 1 or 2 people, but no luck.
Anything else for you guys?
To avoid cutting store hours, she says she's doing everything from open to close.
7 days a week from morning until sometimes 11 o'clock at night. If it's busy on the streets, we'll stay past the hours that we're supposed to.
Down the street, Palace Playland rides are sitting still. They now start up at 4 p.m. instead of around noon, like they did before the pandemic.
We have a hard time getting people to apply. We have a hard time getting the people who do get in contact to set up interviews to show up for the interviews.
They've tried $250 referral bonuses for employees with no limit on how many people they could refer. But still, they have about half the number of full and part-time staff they've had in years past.
We are still hiring, and the more staff that we can pick up, the more we can start opening up during the daytime.
While others are struggling to find workers, some business owners are feeling fortunate to be fully staffed.
Go ahead and get the balsamic glaze.
It's really a blessing.
Brian Maxuga isn't sure what exactly the secret is, be it the atmosphere or something else. Like many in the industry, he's paying employees more.
Here you go. Not only to attract them, but to keep them. You know, valuable employees are one of those things that once you get them, you want to keep them.
And with one final look at our forecast, we'll bring in meteorologist Conrad Sipinski. He has a closer look.
Good morning, Conrad.
Thank you so much, Joe and Emma. So lots of clear weather out there, folks. Barely any rain out here in Maine, but check out just to the west of us, closer to Canada. Lots of rain that will be moving on into upper state of New York. But here in Maine, luckily just a few passing clouds. But we are not in the clear for long because more chances of rain will be back Wednesday night and then once again into Thursday, as our futurecast does show thicker clouds starting to roll in by Wednesday and then really getting thick by Wednesday night into Thursday with some on and off showers. Nothing heavy at that, but still something to talk about. But temperatures, yes, cooler temperatures are coming up right now. 42 here in Bangor, so it is almost July, but really feels like April out there with some 30s and 40s in the northern part of the state where there is a frost advisory. Here in Bangor, still really chilly out there, so bring a sweater or even a coat out there. I know, a coat with the morning low temperatures, but the last couple of days been really on the cooler end with some 60s, 70s, and even a 50-degree day out there 2 days ago. Yesterday, we had a high temperature of 69 degrees. Today, we will really warm up out there into the mid-70s with lots and lots of sunshine out there. But look what happens Wednesday and Thursday. We really cool down back around 70 degrees, and then Friday, Saturday into Sunday, perfect timing. Those 80s are back in the forecast, so nice tanning above average temperatures will be back. But with those warmer temperatures comes some muggy humidity out there. The dew points will really be up there, making it feel pretty humid out there with those really warm temperatures. But at least today, low humidity and really nice temperatures in the mid-70s with mostly sunny skies. Tonight, once again, another cooler night out there, cooler morning for tomorrow, as we'll pretty much be in the mid-40s out there with mostly clear skies, and areas of fog will be possible once again before we really rebound in temperatures and hover around 70 degrees by tomorrow. But our 5-day outlook does show warm temperatures sticking around and even nicer weather back in the forecast by the weekend.
Ladies, a Maine adventure.
Melissa, do you think we have enough Carhartt for this summer?
We've got plenty of Carhartt. We got lots of shorts, shirts, hats, and it's always at the best prices.
Oh, well, let's get folding.
Oh, let's do it.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm one of the heat pump consultants at Dave's World. We are Maine's leader in heat pump installations because we have an awesome team that is dedicated to an awesome experience, and we are backed by Mitsubishi products. It's easy to promise awesome, but it is another thing to deliver on awesome. There are so many solutions for every home. The goal is to solve problems and find what's right for the customer. You have heating and cooling problems, we will solve them from start to finish. Dave's World, awesome.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, free delivery within striking distance of their 21 locations statewide. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
From executive producer Peyton Manning comes a new game show where the only way to win is to keep it together.
This show's crazy, right? I can't believe I'm hosting a game show.
The Final Straw, July 10th on ABC, and stream on.
You know,
We're a nation that loves iced tea, and different parts of the country have different ways to enjoy it. For those who live up north, more than likely they like it unsweetened, while Southerners are probably big fans of sweet tea. So let me share with you a trick that we discovered that can make any iced tea perfectly smooth and refreshing. We start off like normal by placing some tea bags in boiling water. Then we add a secret ingredient, baking soda. We'll let it sit for about 15 minutes so everything can steep. What the baking soda does is remove the bitterness from the tannins in the tea, which makes it nice and smooth. After removing the tea bags, we add in some sugar while it's still warm. This way the sugar dissolves better. Okay, now we add in some cold water and lemon before popping it in the fridge. Then right before serving it, maybe add some fresh mint if you want. Talk about refreshing, and it's the perfect way to stay hydrated and happy all summer long. So right after the news, jump on your computer, tablet, or smartphone and check out the recipe for our secret ingredient iced tea, along with a bunch of our most popular summertime thirst quenchers. Hey, Kel, come on and try this. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a refreshing way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Summer starts today, and if you're planning to cook out this summer, you'll pay a lot more. A cookout with burgers, hot dogs, chicken, and all the fixings will cost you 17% more than a year ago. The New York Post compiled the list. And based on increases in the Consumer Price Index, estimate you'll pay $76.94 for the average cookout.
Last year, the price of a cookout actually declined from the year before. The same package of hot dogs that cost $3.82 a year ago is now averaging $5.22. Ice cream is up 14% in just a year. Supermarket guru Phil Lempert says the biggest price increase he's seen are for beef, pork, chicken, eggs, and milk. Lempert says you can find more affordable prices for frozen meat and seafood and cheeses in the pre-packaged dairy case. And today is National Smoothie Day. Smoothie outlets are offering deals to lure in customers for the special day. Jamba Juice Reward members will receive any medium smoothie for just $4.
Smoothie King has a BOGO deal, and Pinkberry is offering $1 off any size smoothie when you order online with code SMOOTHIE. Veterans and active duty military service members can use Target's military discount during the week leading up to July 4th. The big box store says it's expanding its usual 10% Veterans Day discount to Independence Day as a way to celebrate the holiday.
And to show its support for service members, up to 2 purchases will be eligible for the discount, either online or during in-store shopping from Sunday, June 26th until Monday, July 4th.
It's always good to know and always good to share.
I know. Good deals coming up.
Yep. Coming in the next block, we will have a guest who is a co-creator of the Maine International Film Festival, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we'll be sticking around. We'll have a nice little guest. We have plenty of guests coming in this week. It'll be good to see everyone in here.
Yeah, a couple different ones. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is coming up next on Fox 22. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Did you know you don't have to be 65 years old to qualify for Medicare and Medicaid? Many people who are already on Medicaid also qualify for a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan, which means you can start taking advantage of all these benefits right now. A $0 or low monthly plan premium, preventive and comprehensive dental coverage, hearing coverage, vision coverage, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, plus extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, home-delivered meals, and WellCare's telehealth services, which include online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. If you know you're eligible or think you might be, call 1-844-918-0047. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide or visit enrollwellcare.com to enroll now. WellCare, it's Medicare done well.
Aren't you glad for innovation?